Hey everybody, how you doing? This is James Murphy with Evolution for Success, and I'm coming at you today with a heavy topic. So here goes, right? I woke up this morning and got a text message that one of my clients passed away in the last 2 days. And he was an awesome long-term client. We've been together 15, 20 years and been a part of his life for a long time. Through his getting out of college and a job to going into the military, becoming a naval officer, and then eventually getting married and divorced and having a young daughter, and then moving to California, getting released from the service, and then becoming a real estate investor, entrepreneur, and all the things that came with that. And he finally succumbed to cancer and complications from that. And so, these moments always give us an opportunity to stop and reflect. And so it's been kind of an on and off day. So I did what I told my clients to do. Hey, go for a run, right? Get out, do something, find some peace in God, the great outdoors, right? And so while I'm out running, sure enough, it was nice and sunny, and about a half mile into my run, it just started to downpour. So I dodged and kind of stayed under a tree for a while till the heavy stuff came, and then I decided, you know what, I just got to embrace this. So I ran into the storm, went into the wind, went into the rain, and ended up running about a mile or so, thinking about Troy. And then guess what? You can see what happened with the weather. The rain went away, and that Tao saying came to mind, which is, in every ending there's a beginning, and in every beginning there's an ending. And so trying to make sense of the day and life and purpose and meaning. And the interesting thing is that you think of the life like a book, right? We're the hero of our own book, and we all know how the book ends. The hero dies, right? There is no great American story where they live forever, happily ever after. I mean, we die. Is your life a tragedy or a triumph? But the beautiful thing about that is that, that's why we set goals. There's a great book called Life After Life by Dr. Moody. He was one of the first doctors who actually studied near-death experiences, and he said what happens when people die is they kind of have a moment of disorientation, and they float up above their body, and then there's somebody kind of there, a guide, and they start to do a life review. And it's interesting because the life review, the two things that they process and judge their life by in that life review is, did you learn enough and did you love enough? And so as I was going through Troy's Facebook page today, certainly he loved, and he loved like a father should. The pictures of him and his daughter, absolutely amazing. Just absolutely, nobody could love another person more. It's evident in the pictures. And the question of, did he learn enough? Well, I can answer that one, because absolutely we went through so much stuff together. He learned so much. We learned so much together. I learned so much. The teacher is many times a student, and the vice versa there. And but I want to talk about learning for a second, because what precedes learning, right? Learning means that we're experiencing something new. We're curious. We're resourceful. We're trying something new. We're endeavoring we're investigating. We're curious. We're resourceful. We're moving into something. And if we're moving into something, that means there has to be some adversity, because there has to be newness when we're learning. Which means the real purpose of a goal, whether it's big or whether it's small, is to do something different, to learn something new, to find a new beginning and an ending, and a new ending in something new, right? And a new beginning. And so that's the importance of goals, really, in the end of life. It's not about what you achieve. It's about the goals themselves and who we become. It's about the learning that we experience for ourselves. It's about the growth that we experience. And it's about how we learn to love ourselves more and love others more and make that difference in the world. That's a purposeful life. So I have 53 chapters of my life, right? Troy had about the same, I think a few less. He was a little bit younger than me. And the bottom line is, you have chapters in your life. And while we might not be able to choose everything that happens to us, we always have a choice on whether we're going to lean into adversity. Are we going to lean into that opportunity to learn? Or are we going to sit back in the comfort zone where there is no learning? Because if we sit back in the comfort zone for too long, eventually life is going to give us something so that we have to learn, right? So embrace life. Choose those things before life chooses them for you. I always tell everybody, hey, if you don't make time for your body, it's going to make you make time for it. Well, your life is the same way. If you don't push into adversity, if you don't set the goals, if you don't choose to embrace life that way, it's going to give you something. It's going to give you a tragedy, so you have to. And I'm not saying that for Troy, right? Because things happen. back and forth and back and forth. It's the chicken and the egg. But what I am saying is you always have a choice. That's the gift and the real blessing that we have, is we have the choice to move forward, push forward, learn, and love. So make those next chapters of your life amazing. Make your life that triumph, not the tragedy, but the triumph. You know, I can say to Troy and his family, I loved Troy. He was a beautiful soul, beautiful human being, and he lived a great life. He learned enough, or he learned a lot. He loved more. And there's always more to learn and always more to love, but he did well, right? He did well. So you keep doing well too. Keep setting those goals. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep finding ways to learn more about you, learn about life, and to love more about yourself and love more about life. And you'll have a purposeful life. And no matter how many chapters are in your book, if it's 53, 60, 72, 85, 100, it'll be a good read. So make your life a good read. Make it a triumph. Keep running your race. Troy, I love you. I'm going to miss you dearly. And keep living a good life. Keep running your race. Talk to you soon.